Say she want the farmer man. Yeah, man, I thought it's a representative. Me, I said, check me up on the overall settings. This.
Yeah, you know, it's your boy Jack Can, straight out of Canada, and overall setting.
Yo, this is the girl Joey Brooks, and I'll be on Overall Settings podcast.
I represent for Overall Podcast. You know, Overall Settings Podcast. See?
Watch me the pre get the president. I know I represent for Overall Settings that develop the resident.
I will be on Overall Settings.
And the Overall Settings Podcast.
People, you know it's the Overall Settings podcast.
Overall settings give thanks every day.
Overall Settings.
Overall Settings Podcast.
I will be live on Overall Settings.
Overall Settings. Pow, 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 pow. Way ho. Pow, 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 pow. Not because you're over there and I'm here, I'm with you. My heart, my soul, my love lies, you burn deep within, and my heart is with you, and my soul is with you, and the love we have goes on and on. Yeah.
A single donation goes unnoticed.
ODP's Madagascar.
Fada where they follow them all day or so. In case you never know. Come carry me, go where you they go. Give you my permission. You got my permission. Come carry me, go where you they go. Give you my permission. You got my permission. Oh, love, 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 love. Talk to me when I dey para. Please compute my empire. Because now you tell me, say, you go there with me. Either rain or shine. I don't Maya, I don't Nezebu. They ask me why, I say, now you. Asapete, why Yoma, Eba Puri Chopuru Muka, also go the Puri Jego, Okwe, where Mukwasi, Igaya Rapu, Okwe, where Mukwasi, Igaya Rapu. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover. I know Maya, I don't Nezebu. They ask me why, I say, now you. Asapete, why Yoma, Eba Puri Chopuru Muka, also go the Puri Jego, Okwe, where Mukwasi, Igaya Rapu, Okwe, where Mukwasi, Igaya Rapu. Looking at my eyes on top.
ODP's Madagascar.
Fada where they follow them all day or so. In case you never know. Come carry me, go where you they go. Give you my permission. You got my permission. Come carry me, go where you they go. Give you my permission. You got my permission. Oh, love, love, love. Talk to me when I dey para. Please compute my empire. Because now you tell me, say, you go there with me. Either rain or shine. I don't Maya, I don't Nezebu. They ask me why, I say, now you. Asapete, why Yoma, Eba puri chopuru muka, also go dia puri jego. Okwi kwere mukwasi. Igaya rapu, igaya rapu. Okwi kwere mukwasi. Igaya rapu, igaya rapu. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover. I don't Maya, I don't Nezebu. They ask me why, I say, now you. Asapete, why not ma? Eba puri chopuru muka, also go dia puri jego. Okwi kwere mukwasi. Igaya rapu, igaya rapu. Okwi kwere mukwasi. Igaya rapu, igaya rapu. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover. Looking at my eyes and tell me what you see. My baby, my lover.
Overall station is a dancehall star. An overall station. Murder all at the station. Overall, we love you in every way. Overall, kill all jump and station every day. And I know why.
Some have said it's also one of the poorest, but you know what? Watch this video to find out for yourself. First, here are some key facts. The country Benin has grown consecutively for the past 10 years. The current government kickstarted major development through investments in infrastructure, education, agriculture, and governance. Today, the country's economic hub city Cotonou is not only beautiful, it's also one of the most peaceful cities to live in Africa.
Roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
Benin is Africa's largest producer and exporter of cotton. The country has made the ambitious plan to start using its cotton to produce textile materials and clothing for markets in the US, Europe, and other parts of the world. To do this, it started the construction of one of West Africa's largest free trade zones. In a bid to position the country's economic hub for a mega city status, the government is executing a series of mega projects to rapidly develop Cotonou's twin cities.
Ladies and gentlemen, I tell them. That's why I love that. You know how much place we go. You know which place we go without even going away. Yeah, if we actually did a fly, go half of the place where that podcast I carry, brother. We passport could have won a stamp, man. Like literally, like we have been around the world and back in the last 4 years, and tonight, you know, is no different as our journey.
Is that what, the second or third trip?
What, to Africa?
Yeah.
I think this may have been our first time to Nigeria. You know?
No, but I'm just saying Africa.
Yeah. I mean, we've been probably third or fourth, maybe. You know what I mean? You know, it's incredible, man. Like
one more trip again, Pondem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Overall Settings, the podcast that differs, where we highlight the icons of yesteryear who chop the bush for the current icons of today, who set the stage for the future icons of tomorrow. one of the things that we pride ourselves on over Yasa is for always bring to the forefront the who?
Diamonds in the rough.
The diamonds in the rough. And trust me, we can't get no rougher than the motherland, you know. And when you start talking about diamond, yeah, man, when you start talking about diamond, you have to talk about the motherland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, this gentleman who we have the pleasure of having with us tonight, Big Fada. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in Nigeria, you know what I mean, currently residing in Europe at the moment, you know what I mean, but you know, is a original homeland straight from the motherland.
And
you know what I'm saying?
him I go tell you him journey,
Yeah,
you know.
man,
So
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
want to talk too much
exactly.
about it.
Straight from
You
the
see me?
motherland. So what you think? If we drop one more bad song,
One more bad song, cause artist bad.
All right, we're gonna drop one more bad song, you know what I mean? And then after we drop this bad song, then we're going to bring over our guest tonight, Big Fada. This single right here is you know, the first one, me love it, me not lie. You know what I mean? It a go on. You know what I say? And you know, it gives a whole Afro vibes feel, but it still have a little reggae bounce to it, and you know what I mean? Like bro, it's
and
it definitely
we're gonna make him tell about the whole of them things.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole of them things.
Exactly. So we're gonna drop one more bad Big Fada song, and then after that we're gonna talk to Big Fada.
Big Fada.
Exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, we have dropped the bad song. Yeah.
Fada de yaso. Omalichawa, would you be my baby, yo? Omalichawa, would you be my baby, yo? Omalichawa, shall you go be my only, yo? Omalichawa, Fada de yaso. Omalichawa, would you be my baby, yo? Omalichawa, would you be my baby, yo? Omalichawa, shall you go be my only, yo? Omalichawa, would you be my baby, yo? Cause I love you, die. I wanna marry you. Cause I love you, die. I wanna marry you. Maka njebe, maka, ebelebe. Maka, ebelebe. Maka, ebelebe. Mbelebe, mbele, mbelebe, mbele. I don't find love, I don't tire. As I get you now, I know bother. Me and you no go fi fight too, because me I don't be wrestlers. Igugomu, Torum jebe. Igugomu, Daka jebe. Daka jebe. Maka, ebelebe. Maka, ebelebe. Maka, ebelebe. Mbelebe. The beauty of a woman, not be the backside, though.
The man said, "Beauty." Yo, me know me hear that part. I might not understand everything, but him say about the beauty of a woman, I love in the backside, oh. You know what I mean? So, me know me hear that loud and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, without further,
I hear that part too.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you know, it's 2:00 in the morning where this man is right now, you know what I mean? So we always acknowledge people and the time that they take out to come over here, but you know, this is even the people that were up hours a night for this. You know what I mean? Like we really have to
Yeah,
commend
man, this
them.
is a
Yeah,
deeper
man.
and greater acknowledgement.
Yeah, man, for real. You know?
Deeper and greater.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we welcome to our platform the man himself, Mr. Big Fada. Salute me, General. Salute.
Salute to you, man. Big up
Yo,
yourself.
we just want to take, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of the whole entire overall settings conglomerate. You know what I mean? Daddy Mickey, you know, Mama Mermaid, you know what I mean, aka Stacy Settings, Daddy Lee Settings, Miguel Settings, the whole Settings family, that we commend you for, you know, I don't know if you're going to work in the morning. We don't know what you have going on, you know, outside of what's going on right here. But the fact that you would take the time out, you know, to be up at past 2 o'clock.
What time is it there? What time? Tell me what time now. So we not have to guess. What time right where you now?
Yeah, right here, I think we are 1:35 a.m.
1:35 a.m. Wow.
1:35 a.m. Yeah.
Wow.
My local time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I commend you for that. And
you want to ask him no, or you want?
No, we can't find out. We're exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna find out how him reach over there.
Okay.
And where exactly are you talking from right now?
Okay. Currently, I am talking from Italy.
Wow.
Currently, right now.
Whoa.
Italy, you hear that, people?
You hear that all the way. I don't think we ever talked to nobody at Italy yet, you know.
Listen. I just go for correct it, you know, because we think we're going back at the motherland.
Yeah.
People, we got one new place.
Yeah, we passport stamp again.
Stamp and you get a new stamp today.
We passport stamp again. You know what I mean? So, Big Fada, you know what we like to do is, you know, if you notice, I showed a piece of a clip from your homeland, where you were born. Was it nostalgic for you? Did it bring back any type of memories when did you see any places that actually look familiar to you in that clip?
Yeah, there is a mixed up somewhere you get, because you have Benin. Benin is Benin City is in Edo State, Nigeria.
Okay.
But the place you showed is Benin. That is the capital of Benin Republic. That is another country.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
so that's a whole nother country.
That's a whole nother country.
Wow.
It's not where I'm from.
Wow.
You get it? Because I was watching it and I said, okay, you guys, you just check Benin. So it just gave you Benin, because it normally happen like that. But when you put city on it, Benin City, then it will bring my own city up.
Oh, wow.
So
Benin, the part that I showed, that's a part of Nigeria as well, I know.
No, it's not. It's not part of Nigeria. It's a Cotonou. They call that Cotonou. Why? Benin is the capital of Cotonou, or rather, Cotonou is the capital of Benin. So it's another country. It's a neighboring country, though. It's a neighboring country. Yeah.
Oh wow.
We share borders.
It's like you have Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and you have Philadelphia, Mississippi. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So so totally understand. So we learned something new today. No disrespect to you or the people of Benin City. I truly apologize. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was paying homage, and you know, sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that.
That's sometimes. It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I really
but the intent was from the art.
Right.
Yeah, from the art, because there is Edo State, Edo State, Benin City, City, Edo State, Nigeria was at the bio. All right.
Okay.
So just a little mistake, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man, respect. So Benin City, growing up in Benin City, I did do some research, and I heard, based on what I heard, you know, and it's so crazy that I didn't click that particular link, but they were saying that it's a little bit hostile there in Nigeria, in that part of Nigeria? Is that a memory of yours, or what was your personal experience growing up where you come from? Is it like residential? Is it like,
Right. Is it a big city?
is it a big city? Is it like what was your experience growing up where you come from? The actual place that you grow up.
Yeah. First thing first, it's a big city. It's a big city, and the city comprises of outskirts. You get what I mean by outskirts, There are some, let me use a popular language.
Outskirts. Okay, yeah.
There are villages around the city, while Benin City itself is the capital of the state. Yeah. So first I grew up in the village as a little child. But when I get to my secondary school, then I went to the big city. Yeah, there I schooled. I went through my secondary school days in Benin City. Then after which I focus. I move on with my life because I could not go through tertiary institution, which is a university, due to one stuff or the other. So I grew up in the city, in the capital city. Yeah.
Okay. So is the capital city, would you say it was a safe place to live for the citizens? Was it like crime ridden, or was it residential? Like what was it? What would people liken it to?
Yeah. The city. First thing first, there's no city that is too nice where you
Right.
have good people.
True.
You also have
True.
bad people.
Exactly.
Every city has its own ups and downs. But what's your own is just be at the right track, be yourself, do
Right.
your thing. Don't get into someone's toes. Don't step on toes. No one hurts you. No one looks for your
Right.
trouble. It's a
Right.
good city which mind your business. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mind your business. Don't involve yourself in my. Don't get into my lane, and I won't get into your lane.
Right.
When you
Understood.
start looking at someone that is not looking at you, you're looking for trouble.
Right.
So the
Which is
city
right.
is well.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, man. Sound like Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Sound
Yeah,
like
all right.
Jamaica.
All right.
Sound exactly like Jamaica.
So it's a beautiful city. It's accommodating. What I love most in the city, there are some cities you go to communicate will be a problem. You get, but in that very particular city, everyone speaks our dialect, which is Pidgin English. Everyone speaks Pidgin English. So
Okay.
the mama them, the papa them, the little
Right.
children, then everybody, you can communicate. Communication is not a problem in the city. So
Right.
that's one thing I love about that particular city. Thank you.
So I noticed you mentioned something about your early childhood and how you went to school there,
Yeah.
primary school. So what was it like coming up as a lad in the schools? You know what I mean? Like, were you surrounded by like a musical background? Because I noticed that you ventured into the music from a very tender age. You know what I mean? Like, you started to develop an interest in music. Like, so was that within school? Was that prior to school? Like, when did the music start to introduce itself into the fold?
Yeah. First, I'm a lover of music.
Okay.
No doubt. I love music, which I might say, I prefer music to food to that extent. You understand? I prefer listening to music always. I listen to music from my tender age, when I was growing up. Back then, we do have reggae nights. We have reggae nights where we have this rubber dub, and stuff like that. So I always listen to music. I sleep. I want to sleep. I put on music, my radio. and it puts me to sleep. All right.
Right.
So it's like a pet to me, or rather, with music, I easily go to bed, I easily sleep. So I love music so much, and I develop much passion for that. And at that age, you know how it is. There is no backup, man, no backup. So
Right.
you could do nothing than
Right.
to face what your parents want you to do. And
Exactly.
back then, nobody wants you to do music. So with that, I lost that physicality that time. So I lose that consciousness that time. So I focused with my secondary school, and when I was through, and I could not go further. So I started doing other things just to move on with my life. Then
Well, give us a little idea of how old it was back then when you know got this love for music at the earliest age.
come again.
Give us a little idea of how old you were back then when you
How old?
yeah
Okay. I
at the
was
earliest age when you
yeah,
fell in love with music. Yeah.
I was I think between 14 yeah, from 14.
Okay.
Yeah, from 14.
I noticed that you made mention of reggae. Was that a big genre in Nigeria? Or was it just something that you gravitated to because it was in your immediate surrounding, or like what, like how, what was the lure to reggae? You know what I mean, outside of whatever your customary music was in Nigeria. I mean, I don't know if there's a special type of music. I know they have like Afro beats now and things of that nature. Like,
Sure.
was reggae like a popular thing in
Yeah.
Nigeria at the time, or was it just something that you were just lured to, and for what reason?
Okay. Going to that. My uncles then, I started listening to reggae through my uncles back
Mm-hmm.
then. You understand? Back then we like indigenous music, what kids like, but living in the same house with my uncle and big bro them, they always play reggae. They
Mm-hmm.
play Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, Peter
Mm.
Tosh, Greg Isaac, all those big, so when we want to play we want to play what we like, but when they come around they put reggae. So we were forced we were forced to to listen to what they play. So through that I fall in love with reggae, and that's how it came about. Yeah, me and reggae stuff. Yeah.
So your first choice of music, because your uncle them kind of like force
Force.
fed it to
Right.
you, like you know what I mean. But like, what was like the younger you them listening to, or like what was the primary choice of music before you became so attached to reggae?
Yeah, I was so much in love with rap, just dropping
Okay,
rhymes. Yeah, dropping rhymes, and listening to indigenous Christian songs.
okay.
Most back then it's Christian songs, and some indigenous song. So
So
beside that,
you were listening to a wide variety of music, which ultimately would probably come to influence how you create now. You know what I mean? Because you were exposed not to just one type of music or just
yeah,
embedded in one type of music. Because I hear, even though it has an African feel to
vibe.
it, I hear a diverse. I hear a
Sure.
lot of different like fusion of
Yeah,
music in the type of music that you make, and I
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
have an
yeah,
understanding as to why.
So
yeah.
so so my question to you now, what was your household like back then? because you said when uncles them come around, uncle them a pure reggae, uncle them want to hear. Was the household with mom, dad, siblings, brothers, sisters? What was the household like before at that age?
Yeah, we just like complete family.
Okay.
My uncle, my dad, my mom, my siblings. We stay together. We live together. We grew up in a very rural area. In a very local. When I say local, in a local and rural area, I grew up growing up as a child. You understand? When I was done with my primary school, then and I moved to the city. So that was where I lived alone. I grew alone during my poverty age. You understand? So
Seeing.
You say you grew alone. You say you was by yourself. That's what you were saying.
yes, after my primary school, I
Ah,
left. I went to the city, which is Benin City. So when I got there, I stayed alone. I lived alone. I schooled alone. Guys, I stay alone. I didn't stay with my parents anymore. I left them, then I moved to the city for school. So
okay. So you moved out on your own then at a very
yeah,
young age.
yeah.
And so at that particular time, you already were exposed to reggae music by being around your uncles because, I noticed that you said they used to do like parties on the weekend. So you were attending these parties like by yourself by the time you went into Benin City, or like where were these parties taking place, these reggae parties that you're
No,
telling us about?
the reggae. What I meant by reggae night, is not like a party.
Okay.
Is a radio station.
Okay. Okay.
It's a radio station which from 10 p.m. they play reggae until midnight.
Oh, wow.
No, 9 p.m. From 9 p.m. till midnight.
So 3 hour.
Yes, 3 hours. So during that time, we call it reggae night. Every Tuesday, it was Tuesday, every Tuesday night. So then every they always get equipment like battery ready for the radio, stuff like that, to make sure you know how it is. So
So,
that's it.
so everybody was looking forward to reggae night. Was it like a family thing, or was just you?
It just like friends come around, sit together, listen
Mm.
to the vibe. Like the way we're talking like this, after some music, they will come, they will talk about the song, they will talk about some things, some news, from some countries about some stuff. Then they continue with the reggae, just like that, just like a program, just like we are discussing right now.
Mm.
Maybe after 5 minutes of music, they will just ask and make some comment on it, maybe 1 minute or 30 seconds comment, then music continue. Or they will talk about a certain artist, a particular artist is play so and so song titled, that's what we're gonna play next, and boom. So
So
that's it.
so this was
Something to look forward
early,
to.
like
Yeah.
early 90s we're talking about, right? So
Yeah.
at this particular time, even though some of the artists that you mentioned, the Bob Marley, the Gregory Isaac, think people, they were still relevant because they're icons, but also at the particular time that you're talking about, dancehall was definitely a thing at that particular time. And I mean, the likes of the Bounty Killers, the Beanie Mans, the Buju
Yeah.
Bantans.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
what was that? Was that something that you were listening to when Reggae Night came into play? Or were you familiar with some of these artists that I'm naming? Like, who were some of the artists that you would hear on Reggae Night?
Like Eric Donaldson,
Oh, wow.
Apuji Banton,
Mm.
Lucky Dube,
Mm-hmm.
Ernesto Mali, Peter Torch,
Right.
um, 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 What is it? Is it Bush Doctor? I don't know. I forgot.
Bushman.
Yeah, Bushman. Yeah.
Gonna
So
fire pana roots, man.
yeah.
So you know, as a youth growing up, you know, from not from Jamaica, but feeling that connection to Jamaica through the music. What type of feeling did you get? Because I noticed everybody that you named thus far was somebody, even if they were like in dancehall, like Buju Banton, they were still somebody who had a message, a positive message within the music. You know, I'd never really hear you say, you know, Bounty Killer, or, you know, Beanie Man, or, you know, whoever. And all of these people were relevant at that particular time. And I mean, so you were listening to a music that I noticed that, like I said, your music deals with social issues, deals with love, and these are the type of subject matter that all of the artists that you named talked about. You know what I mean? So what was it like listening to that music at that particular time for you? Like, not even being Jamaican, but listening to this Jamaican music, like, did you fully grasp what you were listening to, and what did you get from it?
Truth being said, then it's not that I really understand everything, the content of the song, the content all I don't really understand, but the lyrics and the beats and the way it sounds. So I'm just in love with anything reggae. I'm just in love with the way it sounds and the lyrics and everything. So it was later growing up, then I was able to comprehend and understand some words used in the song, the meaning, and stuff like that. Like right now, there are ways you guys will speak patois I will not comprehend. So I will ask you to slow down.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. So Lucky Dube, I understand everything he says. I understand because it's more in English. So it's well understood. Lucky Dube Mali, yeah. When they don't go deep in Jamaican language, So I understand, but too much deep, I got lost. So
Okay, so you never took the time to say, well, then to do your own research, then, as far as, all right, I'm not gonna, just concentrate on listening just the radio. No, I'm gonna go out and do my own research, see who the hottest artist is out right now, and listen their music, and see what's going on. Did you ever get a chance to do that?
yeah, right now, I listen to reggae, but I don't think I want to do reggae right now. So I don't think I want to do reggae, but I was having it on mind. My first, my first song was supposed to be reggae, but
You said supposed to be reggae.
yeah, but um, getting involved or coming into music industry, you know, I I try to ask to friends, speak with friends, listen to people, most time, rate 100%, like 80% was not on my side to go on with reggae. So I I decide to kind of switch. So and I go on with the indigenous song. In all my song, you have me use my language and I mixed it up with English and Pidgin English. So everyone will understand what I'm talking about.
So with Afrobeat being like a very big, like one of the biggest breakout genres right now, um, you know, was that a thing back then? In Africa, even before we knew about it, was there an Afrobeat scene? Because I hear a lot of people give Fela Kuti credit for being one of the first Afrobeat artists. You know what I mean? And I know that Africa is a continent, and every place is their own country. You know what I'm saying? So like in Nigeria, was Afrobeat or anything similar to what we know as Afrobeat? Was that a thing back then?
Yeah, Afrobeat was on back then, but I think it was more of high life,
Okay.
It was more of high life because we have a lot of artists back then like Osita Osadebe,
Mm-hmm.
Oliver D. Coke, you have Fela, you have so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them do reggae as well,
Mm-hmm.
while some like Maje Fashek, Oris Wiliki, we have so many of them who do reggae as well. But I think it was dominated by high life and Afrobeat. So, going down the road, the more we go and the more the earth and the world revive around. So the world we are right now, I think we also have high life, but Afrobeat have taken over.
Also, high life is actually a genre of music.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
what's
like
the
it's like it's like it's like it's like Afrobeat, but in a slow manner.
Okay.
In a slow manner and slow beats and indigenous stuff on it, like flutes, like a drum, like SARS, yeah.
So with Africa being a continent, is Afrobeat something that's universal in Africa? Like, because I notice, you have a lot of artists come from Ghana. You have artists where is Afrobeat something that is synonymous all throughout Africa and high life as well. Like, are there artists like with an artist, for instance, from South Africa?
Yeah.
Can he be considered an Afrobeat artist or an artist from, let's say, Ghana or another part of Africa? Would all of these artists be put into one category as Afrobeat artists?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So when you went to your friends for, their sound advice, and 80 to 90% of them were kind of like swaying you away from doing reggae, you had a passion for the music. So obviously you chose to maybe listen to your friends, because you said the first song that you were supposed to release was supposed to be reggae. You changed course. And what was your first point of attack when you started to record? Like, did you label yourself as a particular genre, or were you just doing music that just felt good?
Yeah. In every beginning you must have difficult. You understand? So when I started recording, I think when I got to Europe. Yeah. Getting here, I don't know, maybe we'll get there. All right. So let me just answer your question. At the beginning, at the initial stage, when I started recording, I have issues of rhyming. So yeah.
Rhyming was a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So within your particular type of music, would you what you say you call your music? What was it? You said what the type of music is not the Afrobeat, but what was the next?
High life.
High life. So
Yeah.
your type of music is high life.
It's high life and Afrobeat.
Okay, so it's a mixture.
It's a mixture, yeah.
Okay, so you said you had problem with rhyming, Now, in your music, do you have to, rhyme? Because I know rhyming is more like a rapping style.
Yeah.
Now, is that the way you wanted your music to be? Or it's
Yes.
just
Yes. I wanted to rhyme, but my director never allowed me to use rhyming. So that was why I said I have issues at the initial stage.
It was
So
conflicting. It was a conflict of interest.
so now with my director and we started working together, I was able to to put my words together without rhyming. So
okay.
yeah.
So before, hold on, you say you made a transition. Did you want to do music before you went to Europe? Was it something you were trying before you moved?
Yeah, before I had it in mind, and I wanted to do it when I was little, which I told you with the parents and all those stuff, I could not, go ahead. So I left it very, 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 very far or back few many years ago. I left. So until I get to Europe, then then nobody will finance me. I want to do it. But the parents said no. So
Go
how
be a
could,
doctor.
how could I do that? So I could not do nothing. So getting to Europe, I was able to be a man. I was able to as in establish myself. Then I can say, okay, this is what I wanted to do. Now is the time. Let me begin. So
So how did that transition come about from homeland to Europe?
yeah, like I told you, I met my director here. I met him here. And we were coming from a party. We went to a birthday party. We were coming from a party, and he had some beats with him.
No, I was asking you how did you end up leaving to go to Europe? How did you end up leaving your homeland?
Okay. Yeah, I sponsored myself.
Oh,
Everything,
you just
everything I am today is self-made.
okay. So you just wanted to move. You just wanted to go to another country.
I just wanted to change the system and change everything.
Was there a reason why you chose Europe in particular, and even the specific part of Europe that you chose was there a reason why you were lured to Italy, or
Yeah, there's a reason why I choose Italy because I have some friends
Okay.
around here. Yeah, I had some friends, so which gave me the link and everything that made me get here. So
So when was it an easy transition when you actually like made it to Italy? No, I mean different culture, different language, different way of life. What was it like? What was that transition like for you? Was it difficult? I mean, I know you had friends there already who kind of could show you the ropes, and I mean ahead of time. But like, what was your personal experience? Because everybody adapts to things differently.
wow, the experience is plenty. It's much.
I mean, you don't have to give us. You can give us the condensed version. Like, I don't expect you to give us everything. You know what I mean? But like, just like the basics. Because what I want you to know is that this probably will be the most intense reasoning that you'll ever have during the course of you being an artist. Because, like, if you with you being a lover of music, you clearly know that when you watch your favorite artist on TV, is either their name is calling because it's in the middle of a scandal, or
Yeah.
it's because of what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's
A lot,
true.
a lot of times when people log on to hear about Davido, they hear that Davido and Tiwa Savage have a beef going on, or they
Yeah.
hear that Davido left his wife, or
Yeah.
they hear that Davido got the #1 song on the Billboard. But
Yeah.
nobody knows that Davido wasn't even born in Africa. Nobody knows who his father is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get to know that. So, some people speculate, or they might hear certain things and they take it and change it into their version of it. But what we're giving you the opportunity to do now, before the lights turn on, before people start calling your name all over the world, before you start to travel, is giving you the opportunity to tell a story in your own way. You know what I mean? So that way, because when people start to hear Big Fada, anything that has anything to do with Big Fada, everybody's going to go back and look for it. There's going to be a vlogger, I can guarantee you, that's going to take this video and chop up certain things that you said and said, this is when Big Fada said this, and this is when Big Fada, and people
That's
are going
right.
to go back and look. So they're going to hear it coming directly from you and no one else.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So these are the reasons why we get so intense and we ask these questions. We don't just say, "Oh, we hear you got a song out. What you gonna do with the song? What's your next move? All right, see you later. Come check me back when you have another song, or come check me back when you cheat by your wife." We know what.
Not over here.
We're not doing them. We're not vloggers. You're a part of our family. So I just want you to feel like you're talking to one of your friends.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? That's what this is about. This is
Yeah.
a part of your legacy. When people look for this, they'll be
Yeah.
hearing it with no filter, exactly how you want them to hear it.
Yeah. The changes, or rather the obstacles or the challenges I encountered, my first time in Italy, or precisely in Europe. The first challenge I had was language. Yeah, language. Language was a
Which
very
could be
big
expected,
problem.
yeah. Mhm.
Very big problem, because we speak English where we come from. We get here, they speak Italian. So, and most of them, they don't understand English. Most of them don't understand English. While some, they understand, but they feel shy to speak because they don't want to make mistake while speaking. So it's better for them to just speak what they understand, what they know how to speak best. You understand? So that's number one problem. Then number two is food. So the two things is just I was first, their food is different from our food. So and the cook are the Italians. So there's nothing you can do, brother, to adapt. Yeah, you gotta adapt.
It took me a while to get used to spaghetti and that kind of stuff.
You gotta eat pasta.
Yeah.
You gotta eat pasta. And pasta is one of their best foods.
I got pasta on my ears. Yeah, we understand.
You have the big one, you have the long one, you have
All type of pasta.
Sometimes they cook apple. They cook it and put it on top of food, So I say, man, what is this? I've not eaten this for all my life, but what can a man do? I choose to change. I choose to change my country. So I've gotten here, whatsoever I see, whatsoever I meet. So I will try to understand and, to adapt. So first was language and the other one is food. So every other one was never a problem because I already prepared myself before I change country.
So I know with Jamaicans, a lot of times people will call you on the phone and they say, "Yo, Daddy Lee, Yo, very nice, you know. And when you come, yo, me have a place for me and you. And when you come here, I got you, and I got a job, and this is great, and this is. And then by the time you actually get the opportunity to come, the person change, you know, or things are not.
We call it, you're there on your own.
Yeah, things are not like what you expected them to be. You know what I mean? You know, based on what I'm saying, if food and language barrier was your only problem, then I'd say you had it pretty good. You have a real good set of friends, like, you know, big up to them youth.
Hey, by the time you reach, you know, hey, listen, rent and pay, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, by the time you come, yo, when you come, you don't have to worry about nothing on my youth. Everything good.
Get them a month.
And then the minute you get a job or something like that, they want your half of your check. You're sleeping on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't give them the money, you're getting put out, and they're gonna send you back to Jamaica, all types of stuff, man. Like, you know, so you know, if eating, I'd eat pasta 365 days a year.
That's the only issue, right? That's the only issue.
And I'm sure there's a lot of Jamaicans who wouldn't mind eating pasta if that was the extent of their problem.
What? Just food and language? Yeah, man.
So, you know, basically, you developed that interest in music from Africa.
Yeah.
Reach to Italy now, you kind of settle in, get beyond, you know, certain barriers that you were facing. At what point did you decide to put your interest back into the music? You said you were coming from a birthday party and you meet your current director, right? So before you met this person, did they know that you were doing music? Was there something that, you know, that made them take interest in you and what you were doing, or was it just general conversation? You were doing music or whatever. How did that whole link come about?
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows I have interest in music. Nobody knows. It was that very day he knows you can do something. I said, So it was that very day. So that was that very day we were coming back. He's an artist as well. He's a recording artist. So he had some instrumental on him, and he has this song that he was rehearsing. So he just said, "Okay, Fada, listen to this song that I'm working on." I say, "Okay." Then I put the music on my stereo. So we're playing, we're driving. So when he was vibing, so you know, things that you love, you know, when you come across it, it must get to you. You must you must react. You get so him vibing on the song. So it got to me. I never knew when I started vibing on on the beat, you know. So I was vibing alongside with him. He was surprised and said, "Oh, so you can do this?" I say, "Yeah, bro. You know how it is, man. You never know." So that's how he discovered me, or let me just say that was how he discovered that I can sing, and I have the passion for music. So from that very day, he was on my neck. "Oh, Father, do this, do this." Then I was not ready, because you know a lot of things was to put in place before you can say, "Okay, you want to do this," because music itself needs time.
Yes.
It needs time. You need concentration. You need funds. You need
any creative aspect, any part of using a creative part of your brain requires time and focus.
Yeah. So he was, you know, I said, "Don't worry, I will do." I was trying because really living in this part of the world is not easy. You know, it's not easy. Wake up every day, you go to work, you have job to do. After job, you need to come back, you need to do stuff, so many things. So
you need to eat pasta. One time.
No pasta.
I'm just kidding.
No more pasta. I only eat pasta when I feel like, because now. So that's it. That's it. Pasta is nice though. It's a good delicious food. It's a good food. So when it's prepared very well, there are some food that you love to eat, but the process of the making of the food, you might not like the process. The way you make yours might be different the way I make mine. So that's it. So that was how I came back. I came back to the music.
So basically, linking with your director at that particular time, because obviously it never really worked out with the first director. What was when you decided that there was a scene for what you were doing and a passion, you still had a inborn passion for what you did. What was your first approach to actually getting in the studio and recording?
The first they carry me with it. That's the first
Very good song, by the way. Very good song. Very
Thank
good
you.
song.
Thank you. I think we had no, I had one song before Carry Me. So he brought his equipment to my house, then we recorded that very song. That song, the title is Anytime. Anytime. The title was or is Anytime. It's still unreleased. Okay.
So hold on, I'm not cutting you off. Were you calling yourself Big Father at the time?
No, the name Big Fada came after my first song.
And why Big Father? Where did the name Big Father come from?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. The Big Fada actually came during the time I was preparing. I was recording the last song that I dropped. Yeah, during the recording. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So initially it was Fada.
Father.
Yeah, Fada. So we were in the studio recording, because I recorded that song in Nigeria. That Ebelebe was recorded in Nigeria. All right. So when I traveled back, like few months back, so we're recording. People came out of the studio. Everybody was shouting, "Big Fada, Big Fada, Big Fada, Big Fada" in the building.
Wow.
It's not Big Fada, it's Fada. They said, "No, it's Big Fada." I said, "Okay, it really sounds nice."
Yeah.
Then I now say, "Okay, let me try it." I put a call to my promoter. I said, "Wow, look at what is happening here. These people have changed my name." He said, "What?" So he said, "What is the name?" And I told him. He said, "Yeah, it's kind of more catchy and more stylish." I said, "Okay, it's okay." That was how the Big Fada name come about.
Wow.
Yeah.
So while on that note, being in Italy with your type of music that you do, how big is your music in Italy? Is it well accepted? And how difficult it is to get known and put out your kind of music in a place like Italy?
Yeah. Basically, a song is not restricted to a particular zone. Yeah, I may live in Italy. I have my fan base here, but I believe people that consume my song most are back in my country. You understand? Because my song is being heard over the radio station. The DJs plays at the clubs, you understand, at the parties. So it's more consumed, though I have my fan base here as well. I do go to shows. Yeah, people consume my song. I play my song, they enjoy it, and they appreciate me for that. being in Europe and still doing indigenous song is a thing that they really welcome and they really appreciate me for that. So
Sin.
The reason why we ask, them have the stigma that even as a reggae artist, if you not go to Jamaica, you're not a boss. Right?
Right.
So that's why I asked him that question. Being in Italy, how difficult it is to
Yeah, me
get the music,
understand. You know what I
get the
mean? But
music out
I
there. So
think like questions like that apply to like artists from in the 90s. Like no, literally with a phone, you can reach anybody
yeah.
anywhere. Like, all right. We just said it before we came on the live. We've been to how many different countries and we've never left right here. You know what I mean? Like,
true, but I just wanted to know what kind of acceptance his music
yeah,
is
right.
getting in
Me
Italy.
understand.
You know?
Me understand the question.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay, let me answer you. In the community here in Italy, we have friends that understand English as well. We have friends that like our culture as well. Sometimes they want to see how our festival is like. They want to see, they want to taste our food. They want to listen to our dialect, our language. So they want to know some things, many things about us. So you see, this particular song, my friends, the Italians, the friends I have, I think they consume it more. They consume it more. Every time we meet, they say, that's your first song, that's your first song, because they said they have the vibe of, you have the vibe of reggae, have the vibe of, party. They enjoy the way the song bounces, you understand? So they consume it, they like it because it's vibeable, it's not difficult to vibe on, very easy to rhyme with, so it's welcomed. So they listen to it. They listen to it. Yeah, Juicy Prank, I see you. Yeah, we started already. Are you there? Overall settings. Hmm.
Just tell her the light just chip out for a second and what happen. I'm still upon it.
Talk. Tell the people them say I did some technical difficulty.
People, sorry about that. We have a little technical difficulty. The electric just chip out for a second. I don't know what go on. So just give it a minute. Give it a minute.
All right.
But just hold tight for a second here. We are trying to load up everything.
All right.
Yeah, man, we are working on it. Fada, hold on here.
All right.
Yeah, Father. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But beyond
No problem.
you know.
Yeah.
Yes. So back to what you were saying now, the people in the community and your music, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was explaining to us how they was gravitating to.
Okay. Like I said, I never knew that there was interruption by I don't know, power supply in your side. Like I said, my my community here, the community where I live, my friends, the people that know me, the people that I can share my music with, you know, they like the song, they appreciate it.
Mhm.
One, it's very easy to understand, it's very easy to rhyme with, it's very easy to vibe with.
Mhm.
So it's not a difficult song, it's not a song with too many words that it will look difficult. They find it difficult to comprehend everything. So they appreciate the song and everything. So it's sellable where I base here in Italy, and they appreciate the song as well.
Mhm. So do you find that within that community, like your music is reaching a wider audience, like you are capturing people is gravitating to your music that
Yeah.
wasn't listening to that kind of music before?
Yeah, they listen to this kind of music, but from all these our A-list artists. You understand?
Mhm.
They listen to our Afrobeat artists from Nigeria, and they have not met one on one. Being together in the same community, we meet every time, and I do similar thing. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
it's a
right.
pleasure. So
Mhm.
they appreciate me for that. Yeah.
When you say that you fuse high life with Afrobeats, does that pose any kind of difficulty for you mixing the two genres? Because a lot of times it's like you as an artist, you the last thing you want to do, like you said, and you've been speaking on it since you started, you don't want to confuse people. Does your choice to incorporate two different genres into one confuse people, do you think? Are people receptive to your style of music, the type of music that you do?
No. There's no confusion.
Okay.
There's no confusion because Afrobeat and high life is same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It depends on the way you want to use it. You can
Okay.
use the same word on a different type of vibe, but they still mean the same thing.
Mhm.
You understand? So it's the same. Afrobeat, high life, they are the same. But it depends on how will I put it now. For instance, you want to cook jollof rice. You have jollof rice, you have fried rice. So the process is a different, but they are all the same thing.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? The way you put the words, the way you present the words, it must sound Afro. The way you present it as well might sound high life. So on this my last song that I dropped, which is Ebelebe, it have the vibe of high life and Afro. Yeah. Like especially where I use the indigenous language, which is my own language. Yeah, that will sound more high life. You understand? The English part, Afro. You understand? So
With you being a lover of music and all genres of music, rap, reggae, high life, Afrobeat, just music in general, are there any artists that you would like to collaborate with in the future? Um, whether it be from any genre, it doesn't matter what genre. Is there a particular artist that would be like a dream collaboration for you?
there are so many artists which are good, which are very, very good. You understand? So, and I appreciate every A-list artist there, because to get where they are today was never an easy thing. It was never easy. Yeah, it's not an easy road according to Buju. So, so that's it. Um, Collaborating with any artist, it will be a pleasure for me to collaborate with any artist. But um, for reason best known to me, I might not mention names, but I appreciate
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I can respect that answer. Because you don't want to alienate nobody. You know what I mean? And the potential to, with the amount of talent that you have, you don't want somebody coming and saying, oh, you never call my name, so why you want to collaborate with me now? So I
Right.
understand.
Right. And even along those lines, would you consider even putting a little reggae in your music, being that reggae was your first choice and everybody said no, but now that you're establishing yourself, would you consider dropping a little reggae style in your songs?
Yeah. Definitely. Even with my own language,
Right.
with my own language, I already have
Something in
I,
mind.
I have a construction made already with reggae, with my own dialect and English as well. So yeah, it's a thing that I will do. Is a sure. It's a sure. It's not that I will think about it. No, I will surely do it. Yeah.
What was one of your proudest moments in music since you seriously take up the whip and said, I'm doing this? Like what was one of Big Father's most proudest moment in music?
If I come again, please.
What was one of your proudest moments
Okay.
in music?
Okay. When I dropped my first single,
Mm.
when people call me to say, I heard this song like this, carry me, come carry me. They start singing and vibing on the song.
Mm.
I feel so good.
That's a great feeling. Great feeling.
Even the Italians, when I come across them, they say, "Oh," they tell their friends, "This is the guy that sang this song. Come carry me, go where we they go." They
Yeah.
said they play it often at home, and sometimes the friends always say, this song that you play, who plays this song? How did you understand this song? I say, yeah, it's my friend that sang the song. So when they tell me something like that, so I feel it feels great.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you hope to gain from music after it's all said and done? When the curtain goes down, if there's anything that people can take away, not only from this reasoning, but just from the legacy that you leave, what would it be that you want them to remember about Big Father when it's all said and done?
Yeah. The third, there's this word that say, what goes up surely comes down,
Mm.
and what goes around comes around.
Mm.
And a destiny is always a destiny. What is destined to be is destined to be. So, as a lover of music, I didn't come into music with the aim of making money, or with the aim of I just want to get to be known by the people. It's a passion. It's a passion. All right. So I just want to air my mind through my songs. Also, to let people know my language and also to sell my language to the community. There are so many artists that do indigenous music as well, but I've just come as a support, okay, to promote my language and my dialects and you know, to get to get my culture across to the world. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Very noble. Very
Thank you.
noble.
Thank you.
Right now, you know, we reach one part in the show. I don't know if this is a big thing in Africa, but you know what a dub plate is? You ever heard about a dub plate?
Unless you break it down. Break it down.
All right, so dub plate is like
do you know about sound systems? Are you familiar with sound systems?
Yeah, yeah.
like Stone Love and you know those type of people.
Okay.
All right, so what happens is the artist does a specialized version of one of their songs for a radio personality or a sound system that only that sound system can play.
Because they call the sound
They
system
call
name
the sound system name
in the song.
So like if you were to say, let's say do Carry Me, instead of saying talking about the girl you're talking about in the song, you would be talking about overall settings.
All right, all right, all right,
So,
all right.
so I don't know if that's something that you can just put together out of your head. If it's gonna pose a challenge, we don't want to put you on the spot because I know that's not.
You can use one of his songs.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But if you can, if you can just simply say overall settings in the song, so that we can have it to say, well, you know, Big Fada is bigging us up in the most way because
he did
nobody else in the world can play this song like how we can play this song because he's actually saying overall settings in the song instead of what he would normally say.
Yeah, just a couple seconds, not a whole
Yeah,
lot.
it doesn't. You don't have to do a whole entire song, but just like a couple seconds of just calling overall settings name in the song, and then we can, yeah.
If I get you, like a cappella.
Yes.
Like a freestyle.
Yes. But just saying overall settings in the song.
All right. Would you mind I use English or I use my dialect?
You can use a dialect as long as they can understand overall settings.
You can mix it up anything you want.
Whatever you want to do. As long as they can hear you say overall settings. Anything else don't matter.
Okay. Ebe anyị nọ ka anyị na-eme ife, ebe anyị nọ ka anyị na-eme ise, ụmụnne m biko bịanụ. Overall settings na the place where you go be. Overall settings na the place where you suppose dey. If you be artist, you need to go there. Overall settings. If you be artist, you need to visit. Overall settings. In the people we go sell you. Overall settings. All the way from Philadelphia, then locate you anywhere where you dey. Overall settings.
Mermaid settings said overall settings give you the permission. Overall settings I give you my permission.
Ibano.
Yo, big up yourself, brother. Yo, what's next on the horizon for Big Fada? You know, for all of your fans and everybody who's listening now and who's gonna listen 5 years from now, who's gonna log on tomorrow? Because I know, like I said, where you are right now, it's probably past 2 o'clock in the morning. there's some people who is gonna watch this tomorrow. There's some
Yeah.
people who are gonna like, share, subscribe tomorrow. You know what I mean? The day after that or the day after that. I know you're gonna continue to share the link because this is historic. This is monumental. I've heard that this is actually your first official interview. We're
Sure.
happy. We're happy to be able to conduct that. You know what I mean? Even though we don't do interviews, you know what I mean? We do reasonings, you know what I mean? But at the same time, whatever your people choose to call it, we're happy to be a part of you, providing you with a platform to share your story with people who don't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anybody that you want to big up right now and you know, just give a shout out to.
Yeah, yeah. Before the big up, just tell us what's on the horizon though for you. What's going on? What's next? You know,
What's
in
next
the
for
future?
Big Fada?
Yeah. Currently this month I'm dropping a song this month. Yeah, I'm dropping a song this month.
Make sure we get it. Make sure we get it.
Sure. You get it, sure. If not the first person to get it.
All right.
If not the first platform to get it.
Yes.
All right, sure, you get it. And the song is about my culture. I talk about my culture, my tribe. It's mainly about my tribe, you know, praising my tribe, praising my language, yeah, and my people as well.
Right.
So that song will be dropping this month, though I've not picked a date yet. But when I pick a date, definitely it will be communicated.
Right.
All right.
Right. Yeah, man. And finally, you know, before we close it out, big up who you gotta big up right now.
Yeah, my first shout out goes to Stacy, Stacy Mermaid, one overall settings. Big up yourself, you know. You're a darling, you know. You're a sister from another mother, you know, from another continent. We get to meet each other, and you know, we
Love
became
that.
friends. We
Love
became friends, you
Love
know.
that. Love that.
Big up yourself, Stacy. Much
Love
love from the
love
big
that.
father himself, you know. Big
Love
up
that.
yourself. And the next person I'm gonna big up is my director, you know, DJ Seno. DJ Seno is my director. He there is this there are some things he made me discover, you know. So there are some things I don't know before, but he made me know them. So big up to him and a big shout out to him, and much love for him. You understand? So
Right.
I can't do more without him. So I really appreciate him, and coming across him is a blessing. And to my journey, to my musical journey, meeting him is a blessing to my musical journey. And the people I want to make shout out to, big up my wife, which is she supported me, you know, from beginning. She gave me the opportunity, and you know, to be able to achieve what I've achieved today. And I want to say big shout out to her. And also overall settings, you know, I can't forget you guys, you know. Big up yourselves, big up yourself. Maximum respect to overall settings and crew and every member that are here present, and everybody watching all over the country. You know what time it is right now is 44 past 2 a.m. where I am right now, and so many people are watching. You get, so
Yeah,
it's not
man.
easy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's
man.
not easy to be awake, you know,
Yeah,
to
man.
watch interview this late in this location. From your
Right.
location is evening, and you know it's normal. Everybody can chill, can watch, but people watching at this time from outside the country where you are right now, big up yourself. A big shout out to you. Much
Yeah, man.
love from the big father himself, and I can't love you less. And
And
also, I need your support. Let's keep the fire burning. Keep supporting me. Keep sharing the sound. Keep streaming, and you know, keep watching overall settings.
and some people may know you as Father. Some people may know you as Michael. Some people may know you as Big Father. But whenever you come over here, we will refer to you from now on, my brother, as Big Father Settings because
Fada
you are one of the
Settings.
family. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself, man. Much
All
love.
right.
Give
Ladies
thanks
and
again.
gentlemen,
Give thanks again for your time, my brother. Them
go
time,
subscribe,
Soon,
go
3
like,
o'clock.
go share, go download, go stream, and do everything for this artist. And don't say we never told you his name is gonna be in lights one of these fine days. Just make sure you have our tickets and more come to Italy, come eat some of them pasta there.
Yeah, and list, the last and the least shout out and the utmost shout out goes to Almighty Jah, who gave us life, who make us see today, who make us who we are today. Because without Him, we will not be here today. So many people are in the hospital, you know. They are rich, but they can't talk the way we are talking. They can't act. They can't do nothing. But we have the energy because God gave us the energy. So big shout out to Him and big shout out to Almighty Jah. Yeah.
Big
So
up yourself.
wherever you're watching from, Overall Settings, subscribe to Overall Settings channel and also put on your notification button so that anytime any streaming is being posted, you'll be the first person to go watch it. You know, we don't do shit here. Everything we do here is legit and it's going to be forever and ever.
Yeah, man.
There. You look for it, you're going to find it. Share the life and let people who are not here to watch it because it's a historical interview. I really appreciate this interview. I appreciate it.
Salute, brother. Salute. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Thank you so much.
Big
Thank
Father.
We are waiting for the new song.
Up there.
All right.